This is how what user experience design Philippines in Cebu looked like 2 years ago. This is how it looked like, and I'm just amazed at the talent that we've been able to find in UX Philippines. Volunteer talent, people who decided to learn. And so today, let's talk about how do you actually find talent? How do you find and develop experienced designers, UX designers, and customer experience designers? How and where can you find these talent? Let's talk about that today. Hey, I am Ellie. I am a customer experience head in a digital transformation office in one of the largest conglomerates in the Philippines, and a founder of a nonprofit design community like this, User Experience Philippines. And today, let's talk about finding and developing talent. So, finding and developing talent. Someone just asked me on LinkedIn about what courses should they have their team take, and how do they find talent for their team. So I'll tell you about how I have done it, and what has worked for me. And I actually started writing an article about it, um, how to form UX and design talent. So how do you form an customer experience design team, and where do you find talent to fill up your requirements, right? So my thinking is this. So first, determine your company or client's requirements, listing your current recurring deliverables and services. Then determine the skills needed to fulfill those company or client requirements. So those two things first. Identify requirements. So when I do this at the office, or when I doing this with UXPH, we try to identify what what skills are needed by what with the team, with the company, what's missing, right? Then when we find that, we look at I have two options. I either actively look for people in LinkedIn with those talents, or I work with a hiring agency, talent agency, or with our HR to look for those people with that specific skill set that I need for the team. Then or option two, get interns, develop young talent, and establish a tailored training program that improves their skill sets and get them um, to be embedded within the company culture. So you have two paths you can take. You can go either looking actively for already established talent, or you can develop some talent internally through interns. Okay, and then define channels to promote your growth opportunities in related uh, communities. So TLDR, figure out what you need, and then fish for talent to fill up whole roles in roles by marketing, by selling your company as a place to grow while getting paid. Okay, so your place, your office is a place to grow. So what are you selling to potential hires? One is, aside from the money, what I've discovered is people want to learn, people want to grow. So look for those people who want to grow, that just aligns with what your company needs. Um, so look for what how their career paths, and do they match what the needs of your company are. Now, to be honest, I did not think about this when I started becoming a manager, and a lot of managers out there might be thinking the same thing. You just look for talent without necessarily matching, one, with their career paths, and two, with how to match it with the company, and just follow what's needed by you're told that you need by HR. But honestly, you have to be a man. If you want to be a manager, you have to take an active role towards pushing for what does your company need? And you being the industry expert, being the manager, have an opinion towards where how can you develop your um, the requirements of your company and adjusting what areas can you fulfill. Okay, so look for look for talent by actively hiring them, looking for them in LinkedIn. I actively look for talent in LinkedIn. I look for people who are fit within my um, within the needs of the team, we needs of the company. What I'm not the only decision maker, so sometimes my bosses now filter my recommendations. So of course you need to also now make sure that you are answering um, the what your boss wants to see in terms of um, adapting to the culture, or are you seeing the exact same things with this talent with your boss, so aligning with that. So, and then you also have to sell. If you're the manager, you have to sell certain talent to your boss. So I've had, okay, again, so the role of a manager, you see the different skill sets of a manager. You need to negotiate, you need to find talent. You have to match the talent with the needs of the company. And then you have to um, negotiate, sell that to your bosses that this talent is effective, this talent will fit the company. Now, that's just the first start. After you've after you've found some talent, sometimes they don't fully um, answer the needs of the company, and you not need to upskill them. You have to develop them, and you have to invest some time and money for developing the talent, your talents, and um, so this is an example. Let me just go through this. So there's a list of deliverables from Norman Nielsen. You can see what kind of things that uh, um, service categories based on the deliverables you need, level they are. And you know what I do? I when I interview people, I have them do a self-assessment. Where do you think you are in terms of visual design? Where do you think you are in terms of research? And where do you think you are in terms of other aspects, project management? And then I ask them also, what's an example of your deliverable? What does your day look like? It gives me an idea of how much time they spend in certain um, areas of work. And when I see their deliverables, let me see lets me see the quality of their work. So now that's the first part. The second part is now you're developing them through their talent. So you either invest in things like this, Interaction Design Foundation or LinkedIn Learning or Linda. This was used to be Linda.com, LinkedIn Learning. Invest in this to fulfill the requirements of your team, the growth needs of your team, and the growth needs of your company to make sure they are matched. Make sure you're matching the growth needs of your team and the growth needs of your company. And sell that opportunity. So, an example, um, when I talk to people, talent that I want, I tell them these are the growths. I give a clear description. This is the growth path that you can take. This is where you can develop. Is this something interesting to you? We're looking for your talent, so join us. Okay? So it's now sometimes it doesn't work out because sometimes it's a different career path that the talent wants to go through, and it's fine. It happens. That's your role as a manager, UX manager. The things that you have to live with, right? Because they have different career options, and you as a manager need to make sure that you're fulfilling and you're figuring out where their career paths are and where can you have them best be effective. Okay, we'll talk more about like training, where to get training for them aside from these online courses or Udemy. Or um, I think I found that one of the ways to really make it effective for them to grow is have them be accountable to their growth and then always giving constant feedback or getting that feedback loop towards them into improving their skills. We'll talk more about that in a future episode, right? So, determine your company's client requirements by listing your recurring deliverables, finding the skills that are needed to fulfill those deliverables. Look at talent on LinkedIn. Look at develop interns internally, match them, then sell your business, sell your opportunities that you have to all those talent out there, and to make sure they're aligning with your needs. Okay, so I hope this is something that you find valuable. Hope you're able to find your talent and um, develop them further. We are in day 17 of our experience design sessions. If you would like to see the entire series, go to my YouTube channel, le.cx, where I talk about design, technology, and productivity. That's it for today. Hope you enjoy your day. Hope you our day will be as awesome as you are. And